I'm here at the Flatirons in Boulder, Colorado, and I am climbing a mountain, literally this time. I'm not running up it, I'm climbing it. So this has been one of the most terrifying things I've done in maybe my whole life. Let me show you where I'm at. So I've climbed this rock here from down where those people are at the bottom. Very, very scary, and it's extremely just a lot of adrenaline up here, but at the same time it's like you could get seriously injured if you were to make one wrong move. So I don't necessarily have a lot of climbing experience. I've made it this far up, so that's cool. But essentially, what I do know about climbing is you need to keep at least 2 points of contact, 2 points of solidarity at all times. This is very steep, and I still have quite a ways to go. I'm gonna climb up this way. I don't really know what my approach is going to be. It seems like there's some good footings and handholds coming up this way, but I heard the farther you stay to the right, the easier it is. So looks like I could maybe squeeze through in this way somehow. Oh, maybe not. Yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna have to go on top of this rock I'm under right now. But the people that are climbing this thing, they might as well be mountain goats, because they're just doing it like it's absolutely nothing. And yeah, just looking down at this, I'm like, wow, I made it this far. I probably am over halfway there, I'd imagine. Yeah, and this is the Flatirons of Boulder. So, let's see. This is Boulder all over here. Further out, you can see Denver way in the distance, the skyscrapers. Golden, Colorado is out a little more south. Westminster, where I've been, is between here and Denver. I'm kind of hanging out waiting for somebody to come up so I can see what to do. Yeah, terrifying. And this is not even the biggest one. This is like, you could barely see this one from the road. But I'm like above the trees. I started out at ground level, and I climbed above the trees. So, pretty cool, pretty cool. Just hope I don't fall to my demise, basically. I need to figure out how I'm gonna get out of here. Apparently, if you need to bail at any point, you can go to the right. And if you go all the way off the rock, there's a trail, or more of a trail over that way. But I think I should try to see it through. This is beautiful. So I made it a little higher up. I wish that I could have my GoPro on my head or something so you could see these climbs. But essentially, there's a stop with all these rocks. So if I were to fall at any point from here, this is as far as I'd make it down, which is great. It looks like the approach is gonna be coming up this way, through this, and then if you look here, it looks like there's all sorts of really easy places to grab the rest of the way up, at least as far up as I can see. But okay guys, adrenaline is certainly pumping. Two people just ever so effortlessly walked right on past me up this absolute cliff. I was just down at that nearest tree, right there. So I'm making it up. I'm kind of just taking it in though, because this is awesome. This is definitely something I want to do again. Only got one battle scar so far. All right, so I was recording from that tree not too long ago. I've made it quite a bit higher, and this last section from the last time I recorded was extremely sketch, but it keeps looking like, oh yeah, I see all of these little spots where I could probably just walk right up. And at this point it's scary. It's really scary, but we'll just take it one step at a time. Man, oh man, this is scary. Have you ever heard of animal auctions?
Mm-hmm.
Like livestock?
Oh, I don't know what to like.
Little update for you guys. I asked some people for help on that last climb I was doing, and they said you should just climb down. And I was like, well, I don't really want to climb down. I don't want to get defeated by this climb. And they were like, just come with us, we'll help you. So I met two folks named Jeremiah and Kate. They helped me down because they told me I was only a quarter of the way up, which is ridiculous. And now I'm climbing this guy that I don't really know how far it is. I'm probably 25 feet off the ground, probably more like 40 from where I started. And yeah, just trying to get some experience in. Definitely having an amazing time. It's been getting too cold to do the 14ers, or I've just been not really doing 14ers because of how bad the weather's been, and I've also been waiting on that package from Amazon. Anyways, I was halfway thinking about finding a new hobby, and this might be it right here. Rock climbing, free solo climbing. Basically that means if you fall, there's no rope to hold you up. Beautiful day on the rocks. Saw a fox, that was pretty cool. So I've been out here running for quite some time. It's currently 3:30, so I got another 3 hours till sundown. I'm only about 1.5 miles from Bear Peak, which is the summit I'm after today. Just kind of taking it all in. I did attempt to climb 3 separate free solo climbs in the Flatirons area today, and I think it's really not something I should be doing with my Brooks, my running shoes. So I'm probably going to invest in some rock climbing shoes, because it was just an incredible experience to do that rock climbing. So the first time I came to this trailhead, it's called I forgot what it's called. But the first time I came to this trailhead, it's the first time I seen people just climbing death-defying rocks. And I was inspired. I gave it a whirl on a couple real easy little climbs the first time I came here, which was probably last week. And today I really got a little deeper into it. And I had a wonderful time. So that's pretty much that. Probably gonna buy some climbing shoes within the next day or so. So that's actually pretty exciting. I didn't bring any almonds. I just had some peanut butter honey tortillas before I left, and I thought that'd be enough. But that was like 4 or 5 hours ago, and I've been working since then. So I'm pretty much exhausted at this point. Yeah, I don't know if I even got it in me to do this next 1.5 miles, but we're gonna go for it anyways because I've been slacking in the mileage department this week. This is the summit of Bear Peak. It's the highest point in the Front Range of the metropolis, the urban sprawl of Denver. And I was seriously considering turning around about 2 miles ago. And then I ran into this man named Peter, and we just chatted all the way up. Basically helped me get through it. So I got his Strava. I'm probably gonna link up for another run in the future. I got the number of the guy who helped me get off of the flat irons over here. This is what I was climbing earlier. I got basically kind of stuck halfway up, and some nice folks helped me down. So met some interesting folks today. It's getting kind of late, but here I am, Bear Peak. This one was a fight because I parked at Chautauqua parking lot, which actually can't even see the parking lot from here. There is a parking lot way closer. But here we got the wilderness on the one side and the city on the other side. And it has just been a glorious day. It has been a really warm day. I've been no shirt and shorts running most of the day, and I still got, like, by the end of this run, I'm gonna have a solid 3,000 feet of elevation on the day, which is just as much as I would get on some 14ers. But if I were to be on a 14er right now, I'd have, 4 layers on, leggings, gloves, hat, still freezing my tail off. So, anyways, I'm really loving this area. I'm loving the climbing scene over here at the Flatirons. I'm not a big lover of big cities. I actually passionately despise traffic lights, especially long ones. But it seems like that's the price I gotta pay being in this metropolis. Seems like that's the cost for being near a Planet Fitness out here. So kind of just is what it is. Oh, it's getting a little chilly. It's getting late. Still need to make dinner. So here we are. I want to say I'm like 9,000 feet up, maybe a little less than 9,000 right now. And yeah, basically if I was on a 13 or 14er right now, there'd be ice and snow everywhere, and I'd have to worry about that. So I think this might be where I'm hunkering down. They got a beautiful road through this canyon here called Boulder Canyon Drive, and it takes you out to Nederland, which is the next very, very small town. I mean, thing of strawberries is $8 at the only grocery store in the little town. The mountain towns are crazy expensive, but they got wild camping out there. Knock on wood, haven't had any trouble parking in the city. You know, last night had a scenic sleeping set up at the Home Depot. So, I mean, you know, but I was really close to the trailhead this morning. So there's definitely pros and cons to being out in the wilderness, no service, no showers, super expensive groceries. In the city, you got traffic lights, but you got, you know, a Walmart on every other block, a McDonald's on every single block, and it's just like, you know what? Yeah, it'll be okay. And over this way, looks like I can see a high school track. So it's recently come to my attention that the past 3 weeks I've done nothing but mountain climbs, summit runs. Like, I haven't done a run on flat ground since I left Yellowstone, pretty much. So I'm thinking my training is a little bit imbalanced, because I mean, this is a very steep hill. All this mountain stuff is steep, so I'm walking a solid 50% of the time, and I'm running, and like, yeah, it's hard, but I'm not doing any speed work. So I think I got some speed work in my agenda in the near future. This is incredible. I could stay up here all day. The only thing that's really gonna pull me down is I gotta make dinner before it gets too much colder. And I still gotta pick up the jets for my CT70, which is quite a ways inland there into the city. And then I'll be near Planet Fitness, get a workout, get a shower, go to REI, and if they have climbing shoes for under $150, I'm probably gonna buy new. If they are too expensive, I'm at least gonna put on several pairs and find out what size climbing shoes I wear. Yep. And from there, probably buy used for like $40. If they're too crazy, which in my experience, REI is pretty crazy for the prices. Anyways, I'm getting cold. One last look before I head out. So way in the distance, I mean, these mountains, these big ones that you see in the distance, those are a solid 40 minutes to an hour drive away. Because the road to get there wiggles like this. I mean, it's not a straight flat road. It's up and down, side to side, switchbacks. So I'm pretty sure all this mountain driving is what's kind of done a number to my van. But I was just at the top, and then said my farewell to Peter, because he took the long way down. He was gonna get another 8 miles in, and I've been out here for too long for that. He's probably not gonna, he didn't even park at the same parking lot, I don't think. But if I were to take that way, I wouldn't get back till after dark. Anyways. Yep, pretty crazy geography. We got flat as far as the eye can see. Flat, 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 nothing but flat. And then basically right where I am, front range here, boom. Pretty interesting how that works. I'm thoroughly hungry, so I'm gonna get down and I'm gonna get some food cooking. So this Bear Peak is absolutely a trail I will be running again. I mean, it was flat up until about the last mile or so, and it's got just a ridiculous amount of elevation going down. Ridiculous. And I'm trying to demonstrate right now the terrain that I'm on. is basically probably nearly impossible to run. I mean, if you're gonna run this, you're probably gonna wipe out sooner than later. And it's gonna be like this for most of the way, till I get thoroughly back into the woods. It's called the Mesa Trail, something Mesa Trail. But as you can see, these little pebbles here, you can slide on those pretty easily. So definitely not racing down. Anyways, this is beautiful. I parked at Chautauqua Trailhead, and if you go over there, it's like the main trailhead. Like, everybody's there. It's right next to downtown Boulder. I mean, half mile from downtown Boulder. So it's extremely populated. And the only people I've seen out this way are real deal. I mean, ultra marathon, real deal hikers. It's just quiet. But I mean, obviously I'm not too far from civilization, but there's definitely a little bit more noise and commotion and people just being crazy over on these mountains this way. So that's the first, second, and the third Flatiron is over there somewhere as well. Those are the rocks that people go climbing up. They do like with ropes and harnesses or just free climbing. And they also recommended that I go to a mountain called Flagstaff. It's not in Arizona. It's not Flagstaff, Arizona. It's only about less than 30 minutes from where the van's parked currently. And they said that's a really good place to get some practice rock climbing. But honestly, I think this place over here, these mountains are really good for practicing. If I had some shoes. So the crazy thing is, these mountains that I'm walking towards currently are the Flatirons. That's the name. And there's been 2 people that have died on these mountains right here trying to climb up them this year alone. So as crazy as that is, I feel like I can still practice there, because I mean, I was doing some pretty gnarly climbs and I lived. So if I had the adequate shoes, I think my chances of survival would increase even more. So that's kind of where I'm at with that. Anyways, the purpose of this little clip here was to show you the terrain is rough. So if you see my workout on Strava and you're like, why is he going 42-minute pace? This is why. In other news, I've said it once and I will say it again. My Salomon ADV Skin 12 is simply an amazing bag. I don't even have it zipped up right now. I don't have it tied in across the front. I can really barely notice the bag, and it just allows me to, I mean, right today I don't even have too much in it. I had a full 2 liters of water, a phone charger, and I didn't think I'd need any snacks because I didn't think I'd be out this long. I've been out for 6 hours at this time. It's probably going to take me about an hour to make it back. So 7 hours on the day out on the trails. Not something I would be able to do without bringing a fair amount of water and my portable charger. And fortunately the weather was mild, so it was actually really nice out today. So I didn't pack any clothes. It wouldn't have hurt anything to throw some snacks in there, some almonds, even a tortilla and a little tiny jar of peanut butter would have been a good idea. But I could have brought it in the perfect bag. ADV Skin 12. It's like $180 bag from REI. I did pick mine up used on Facebook Marketplace for $100, and the guy said he used it once. It seems like it's in great condition when I bought it, and yeah, and I don't think I've went on a run without it the entire time I've owned it. Mostly just because like I want to get used to it, you know. I want to get the feel of it. And I also, part of me is like, yeah, I can throw a couple liters of water on my back and get some bonus training, you know. That way when I finally do take the bag off on a run, it'll feel that much easier. But yeah, I mean, for the amount of mileage I put down today, I probably wouldn't have needed the bag. But for all the sightseeing and rock climbing and just generally being out here for 6-7 hours, you know, it's kind of awesome. And like I said, when you run with it, you really don't notice it. I'm still on some super technical terrain right now. Anyways, Salomon ADV 12. If you're out there and you're ever thinking about going on a hike into the wilderness longer than 2 or 3 hours, you know, get yourself this bag. They come in all different sizes. I did get one of the biggest for the running pack. Like, this is specifically designed as a running pack. Now, obviously, they have backpacks that are way bigger. You know, I have a 50-liter backpack that's like my daily just going around type of backpack. If I was riding the CT70 or something, this wouldn't be the bag I grab. You know, run some errands or whatever. But yeah, in terms of just going out and exploring, it's an epic bag. Really enjoying it. Like my other bag, I bought that one also used. I think that one was like $40. But I bought it specifically for backpacking. Like, I can fit my tent, my sleeping bag, my sleeping pad, clothes, and food into the other backpack. But it's big. It would bounce around a ton. It would not be ideal, like not even slightly realistic, to go running with that bag having anything at all in it. Even a portable charger alone, it'd be flopping all around. It would not be a good time. So, hydration pack, Salomon, perfect. Finally getting to a clear view of the Flatirons here. Pretty nice. Couple of deers. Hey, get away from me. Okay. day you're